Hibbullah lima yaghdukum min ni'amihi. Love Allah for the blessings that He constantly showers you with. Blessings that you did not earn, but that in His generosity He bestowed upon you. Love Allah for those blessings. And the Prophet ﷺ continued, وَأَحِبُّونِي بِحُبِّ اللَّهِ. Love me because of the love of Allah. Shaykh Atif shared a beautiful reflection on this. I was cheating, I was asking them both before I came in here, give me your reflection on this hadith. And I feel uncomfortable not attributing it to them. He said, the greatest ni'mah that Allah gave you is the Prophet ﷺ. And so you have the blessings of Allah, and then you have the blessing of Allah. The greatest blessing of Allah upon you is guidance, and that guidance was manifested through the guide sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But love me for the love of Allah. Love me because of Allah's love for me. You want to connect to Allah? Love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Love the most beloved creation to the Creator. Increase your salawat. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad. Increase your salawat. Watch how your du'as are beautified. Increase your salawat. Watch how your life is expanded. Watch how everything changes in your life through salawat on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Love me for the love of Allah. Allah loves him sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that in and of itself would be sufficient of a reason to love him alayhi salatu wasalam. You know who implements this in the best way? Can anyone tell me who implements this hadith in the best way? Which creation of Allah? I'm giving you all some hints. The angels. The angels implement this hadith beautifully, don't they? Why? Inna Allah idha habba abdam nada Jibreel. When Allah loves someone, Jibreel. Inni uhibbu fulan. I love this person, so you should love this person. So Jibreel alayhi salam loves that person. Does Jibreel alayhi salam say, why? What do we know about this person? Can you tell me about this person so I can love this person as well? Can you give me some of the descriptions? Maybe if I hear a few paragraphs about this person, maybe if you tell me, oh Allah, what it is about this person, I'll start to love this person as well. No, yuhibbuhu Jibreel. Jibreel just loves that person because Allah loves that person. That's enough. And then Jibreel alayhi salam calls upon Ahl as-Sama. Jibreel calls all of the inhabitants of the heavens and says, Inna Allah yuhibbu fulan. Allah loves this person, so love that person. So all of the inhabitants of the heavens love that person as well. وَيُوضَعُ لَهُ الْقَبُولُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. And Allah Azza wa Jal puts acceptance in the hearts of the people for that person. The acceptance of the righteous for the righteous. What does that mean? SubhanAllah, if you've ever seen someone who you feel like is connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that simple person that comes to Salatul Fajr, or whose eyes well up when they hear the name of the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam, or someone who you think exhibits characteristics of someone who's beloved to Allah, and you immediately love that person. It's a sign of Iman, isn't it? It's a sign of tasting the sweetness of Iman, that you love someone purely for the sake of Allah. Do you love Rasulullah for the sake of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Do you love him alayhi salatu wasalam fi sabilillah, for the sake of Allah? It's the sweetness of Iman. You start to taste the sweetness of Iman. I love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam first and foremost because of how much Allah loves him alayhi salatu wasalam. That's the first thing that I love about him sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is that he is abduhu wa rasuluh sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Before his smile, before the incredible, endearing incidents between him and our mother Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, before all of the stories with him and Al-Hasan wal-Hussein, may Allah be pleased with them, before all of that, I just love him sallallahu alayhi wa sallam because he is abduhu wa rasuluh. He's Allah's slave and Allah's messenger. You know, subhanAllah, some of the scholars said that that is in fact a beautiful connection between the hadith of where you make a dua for someone and the angels will say, Ameen wa laka bimithli. Ameen, and for you as well. And when you send salawat on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the angels respond back with so much more. Because when you send salawat on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are making dua for your most noble brother. So it's not just the dua for anybody else. And Allah and the angels respond to you. Not just bimithl, not just with what you sent on him sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but with so much more, because he's not just another one of your brothers. He's more than that, alayhi salatu wassalam. So love me for the love of Allah. And then thirdly, the Prophet ﷺ says, وَأَحِبُّ أَهْلَ بَيْتِي لِحُبِّي, and love my family because of my love for them. Love my family because of my love for them. When the Prophet ﷺ says about Fatima az-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala anha, Fatima is a piece of me. SubhanAllah, like she is a piece of me. Do you love Fatima radiyallahu ta'ala anha? When the Prophet ﷺ carries Al-Hasan wal-Husayn radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma, and the Prophet ﷺ sits on the minbar holding them. Now if you were an elderly companion, they're really cute kids. Right? I mean, subhanAllah, the description of Al-Hasan radiyallahu ta'ala anhu walking up to the Prophet ﷺ, it's a beautiful description. Sometimes the vivid details of a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ are lost. Imagine this cute kid running up to the Prophet ﷺ in the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ, and he's all dressed up in his Jum'ah thawb and his Jum'ah turban, and he's tripping over his turban. I'm tripping over his thawb.